My name is Medase Falajimo. Yeah, privileged to be the team leader of Plan B Express, and Plan B Express together we rise. So we build ourselves to maximize opportunity, right? Maximize opportunity, helping ourselves to make money. And if you do not make money on a very serious note, if you do not make money on a very serious note, in this season we are, I'm sure you're really doing a very big mistake. Now, making money is not all about the funny scheme people are putting money to. So let me first of all start. I'm going to share my screen with you. Go here. Sorry. Okay, so a very quick one. Let's look at it. What do we have in the market? So I will just quickly need to share with us. Okay. I remember I told us some persons either is on our paid group or generally I talked, okay, it was in the office last week. I asked some of us to buy H-bar, and I think he actually had pumped XDC. Yeah, XDC had pumped and coming down, H-bar, XDC, one other coin, 3 coins like that. And I think they actually got pumped. So look at H-bar got pumped today, and of course, dumping back right now. So last week when I asked us to buy, that was today is 6th. Right, I think it was on Friday. Was it Friday? I think it was around here. I just know that it was lesser, you know. All right, it got pumped. Now XDC too, we asked us to buy XDC. You probably want to monitor some of those coins I'm just mentioning, and then follow their narrative, perhaps. So XDC2 had got pumped, and of course, I actually expected I would just hit this area of interest, but of course could not get there. So Bitcoin dumped this week, then it can come down the more, and then you can buy more. But if Bitcoin take it the other way around, and it's going to find a support at the 50 moving average of the RSI, and then of course it will take a turn up, perhaps somewhere this way. Sorry if you are joining us for the first time. I'm sure we'll be speaking in parable, but don't worry. Over time, you will learn, okay? Yeah, somewhere here. Okay, so that means you will not want to look at it at about, what's that? That is 7 cents 2 penny or 7 cents 3 penny thereabout. So, but if it crosses that, so if you are looking at it downward here, 7 cents, and let's say 7 cents, 7 cents and 0.19 or thereabout. So it perhaps could get that. But of course, Bitcoin take a dimension of which we are looking at. Let's go to Bitcoin. Where's BTC? Quickly go back. So please, in Plan B, we love people to be involved by themselves because there's so much money to be made in this space. So, but it's quite fragile for Bitcoin. We may have more leg down. Of course, been telling us we should have more leg down, even though we're dragging sideways and all of that. So if the DSY cover this gap back, that's another journey is going to take us. But I think DXY, DXY, that's US dollar index, should cover up and then, of course, flap down again. So, but it's going to affect Bitcoin movement as it were. And so, but if for me, I would say we should be a little bit careful when it has to do with Bitcoin as we're entering this week. But of course, we've seen that Bitcoin told us that we're bearish since, right? And of course, since then, that's about $31,300 that we've been telling us we're bearish for Bitcoin. And you could see some my indicator of told us we're bearish, and of course have told us that this was a very big resistance for us. And since then, of course, we've been coming down, and a lot of people said we're going. So this was a kind of range, and then we lost the range eventually, but bought out again, creating another range. Of course, it will now have one leg down eventually, so we could have Bitcoin, one leg down. So we actually expected that dropped down, but the guy didn't drop. If he had dropped very well, we'll have had a sharp move. But this one is doing, we have a leg down, maybe 28,000 or give and take. It's crazy, right? But the earlier Bitcoin come down for us, the better. Yeah, so about 23,800. Well, I'm not saying with guarantee anyway, because we will have a lot of support, as it were, for BTC and so. But if DSY stop up, then you could see BTC flap down to 28,800 and perhaps $28,600, and then continue to range in that order. Then we'll create another new range for BTC. So if I were you, I want to be a little bit careful and to see what dimension I will go into for this new week. But this is what you need to understand. Even though Bitcoin is going up and down, struggling, does not mean that you will not see coin to buy that will give you money. That's the thing. And you could see what other coin has still been doing, even though Bitcoin was struggling, sideways and all that. Those are the things you need to learn. So, but very quick one. I know some of us who are new here in our ecosystem. Let me put you through something. This is a place we just talk generally about the market and what's happening. And so if you are new, the first thing you would need, of course, you would need, you are new. In Plan B, we diversify, we leverage on the global financial market and accumulating digital asset to build our income. So definitely you will need certain tools to help yourself to start. If you're in the crypto, you will need an exchange, you need some wallet, right? So probably if you are new tonight, you can go get some exchange platform like BINANCE, Get.io, OKEX. For me, I personally recommend OKEX because of the utility around OKEX exchange. You definitely will need to have OKEX, so it's an exchange that had combination of wallet and at the same time the exchange where you can trade, buy and sell and all of that. Okay, so you want to buy OKEX, you want to trade with OKEX, and then you want to use what's it called? You want to use the boat, so you have so many type of boats on your OKEX that you can use to trade. And one of the lovely things on OKEX, again, you can practice your trade by going to demo platform of OKEX, which make a lot of sense. So I can go to demo, and then I can trade both future just to do practice, okay? Just to do practice. Now, so if you are new, understand that, okay, you need OKEX, and then, then added to that, of course, that's an exchange platform. You need an exchange platform, right? So an exchange platform for Forex, we call it broker, or in stock, you call it broker. So you need them. Then you need a wallet, so external wallet like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, SafePath Wallet, and all of that. Of course, you need some technical tools. For instance, technical tools like what? TradingView. So TradingView is a technical tool where you could check data and then figures, records or history about the movement of some coins, for the period being and all of that you want to study. So now for your crypto, you will need both your TradingView, Tab Trader. Those of you who have been on Plan B. So if you want to Tab Trader, you need Tab Trader. This is Tab Trader, right? This is Tab Trader, Tab Trader. It's an app, and at the same time, it can be on web. So you will need, so I'm just summarizing, for the purpose of people who are joining us for the first time. So Tab Trader help you to, of course, do literally on crypto for, like an indicator, right? To give you, checking the market and all of those things. All right. So you need the Tab Trader, you need the TradingView, like I've said, right? To monitor the market, to navigate through, check the history, data, and the like. And that's why you need your TradingView. For those of you on Forex, so your TradingView is important, and you need platforms like what they call MetaTrader, that's MT4, MT5, and all the platforms. Then yet on the crypto, the same thing, you need to have aggregator, for instance. So aggregator like Get.io, you need aggregator like CoinGecko. So this is CoinGecko. You need CoinMarketCap, all right, and all of those things for your platforms, all right? Then, to get information, fundamental news, and all of that. So you need CryptoCraft, Forest Factory, Baby Peeps. There are many of them like that, okay? all right, Cointelegraph, right? Example here again, you can get this guy, right? Right, these are part of the tools to bubble, right? So to check market price movement of the market and all of that, crypto bubbles. So you can check it, and then you can check Bitcoinist. Bitcoinist, where you could check and study about update news and all of that about crypto, most especially. All right, cryptocurrency buying trend on the decline in Latvia, central bank says. So then you have CBDC. I've been telling us about the CBDC. Honduras Central Bank initiate pilot studies towards digital currency launch. So you just get prepared. A whole lot of things those guys are doing, if you do not know. So if there's anything you do not need to have is to be panicking. I don't need to panic for anything. Whatever the government are doing is none of my business. So my own is that I already understand the game these guys are playing, and so you have to be very careful not to lose your stand or what you hold on to, right? SEC settles with crypto firm, Quantum, over security laws violation. So they just, like the guy they are hunting after now is Richard Hart, okay? Richard Hart of Hex, and then post-chain guy. So let's watch what's going to happen around that. So all of those things, and then so many things at the point where after Binance, of course, we saw the news about XRP that we just ended and all of that. So, but the challenge again is that on the Hex guy, there's going to be a lot of misfeeling because not everybody in crypto to, love the style of Hex. That's Richard Hart, because some people who trade, especially trading the first 10, 20, 50, 100 cryptos, probably may not even align with the Hex and all of that. So all these platforms are for you to, get update, just information, news that is, that is okay, can help you to learn one or two things. I'm just paraphrasing because a lot of people are coming into cryptocurrency, and what they tell people is that, is it not just crypto I can just do? It's not a place where you just do anyhow. Yeah, fine, you can leverage on information's community and then get what you wanted. All right, so now, basically, so I'm looking at, so Bitcoin can jump up, probably go back to the base again. So you may start seeing a lot of volatility, even as I'm talking, very possible in Bitcoin. So let's go back, for instance, this is Bitcoin. Okay, sorry. So, so understand that. So you don't need to overwhelm yourself and then kill yourself over anything. Whatever, heavy stroke they are putting on, it's just for you to understand that, okay, the worst that can happen is that if I buy some Bitcoin or whatever, price could go down. Eventually, if it come up, I will add to my position, or if it go down more, I add to my position rather, and then when it come up, I can sell the other one I added and all of that. Okay, so that's just the general overview about the market, the crypto, Bitcoin, and of course, stock. We'll be talking about stock. Let me quickly look at it. I told some of us to buy. So, like, guys, can you see what I told you? That XDC may start moving up. Those of you who do technical, this is 1 hour anyway. Those of you who do technical stuff, so this is an area of interest, right? And then this type of candle is coming out. So the closing of this, your candle, this is 1 hour. Okay, those of you do trading, may be interested. So you can see this is an area of interest, so it can bounce from here. All right, so if you're using 1 hour, you probably may have an edge over ahead of time, to want to see what printout out after this candle, and bullish. If you're bullish engulfing, bullish candle rather, after the shooting star, or is it shooting star? Something like that. Then you can now say, okay, I want to buy more, or you want to do, leverage to say, I want to long or short. And of course, you want to put a stop loss, you want to go below this previous swing low. I'm not teaching us trading, perhaps. I'm just showing you, of course, you cannot be an investor, effective investor, without understanding, what happened in the market, what cause an action in the market, or what makes certain thing happen the way it happens. And that's what you are doing, so that you can have a protective strategy over your capital equity you have invested in the space, okay? So I was saying these two guys have to dictate what they want to do. So let's see the resumption of the market, from tonight or tomorrow in the morning around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Nigerian time, see what happened. And then by the time we get to 9 in the morning, 9 to 10, probably to 11, then we could see what Bitcoin want to do. So, but that doesn't stop you not to do what you are doing, right? So it doesn't matter what the price is doing. Your own is to know what exactly are you looking for. So you are new. The best you can tell yourself is that you want to work out modality and strategy to work on. So I gave some coins last week, of course, and some of them pumped and then some sold. Well, if you are on our free group, like you attend, this is a free meeting. Yeah, I can mention some coin, but I might not tell you when to sell it. As your group permits you, you probably sell. So, but that's the difference between people who are within the maybe subscribe for, but guess what? You can be on our free group and make a lot of money. And so you help yourself, you want more money, of course, you have to upgrade yourself to our payment plan and then get out of it. So, okay, I did mention about a stock now. If you're not a stock trader, I mentioned this while on training, even long time before now, to some of our community members. It's an international stock called NEO. I told us that I'm looking for opportunity to buy more back at about 10, maybe from $12 backward to about $9 to $10 or thereabouts. So let me quickly look at it. NEO, okay, that good. Guys, can you see what I told you? Yeah. So the guy had actually did the journey. And so, he actually got to that $16. I expect to get $16, $16.7. So, but it got to $16.23, $16.23. So, wow, that was something palatable. I actually wanted to get it, but nevertheless, so you can see. So that means from this week, I'm expecting the guy. It seems to have a good, very nice support here right now. So, but my expectation is to go back to $12. 11 and $10. So who knows, right? So so that's what I expect this week for NEO. Those of you who have been following me on NEO stock, you may be wondering if you are watching now live, if you are watching me live and you may be wondering, where do I buy NEO? If you have been in plan B, especially with this season, we just had a very big event in Port Harcourt last 2 weeks. We're on air for more than 1 week. We're on air for Hype for a week, and the following week we're on live appearance on radio, Nigeria Info, Wazobia FM, and Cool FM, courtesy of Admiral Broker. And so we had that powerful event. And of course, in the office, we did 1 week intensive training in the office for people to just learn and then how to maximize the market. So you probably will be watching me live and ask, oh, how do I buy this NEO as a stock? That's why you need to sign up on Admiral Broker. So Admiral as a broker, you have opportunity to trade both crypto, stock, not only CFD stock, but fractional stock. What we mean by fractional stock, that you can buy a subunit of, value of the stock. For instance, now NEO is about $10 or $14, and you have $100 to buy. You want to buy, or $150. You want to buy like 10 pieces and just keep not trading it like a contract. Yes. So that's one of the lovely things, and that's why we're crazy about Admiral as a broker. So if you're watching me live, right? Maybe when this video is out, of course, you can go to this comment section and take the link and sign up on Admirals, verify your account. I'm going to do just a short interaction about that in this meeting. And so you sign up so you can buy stock. So I'm just showing you that. I have, sometimes some people may look at it that, is there anything good in stock? Let me show you guys something. If you think stock is not good, let me just show you guys something. Just a moment, guys. Stock. A lot of people, because I always tell friends that what you don't know is bigger than you and it's your elder brother. So just respect yourself not to talk too much on what you do not understand, because sometimes when people do not understand things, they seem to talk down on it rather than asking questions on how does it really work. Those are the, very bad character people have right now. And that's why they are missing out of a whole lot of things, opportunity that had really, really blessed people. But because they do not people don't even pay attention to what works, right? So if I tell you how some stocks had grown, even your local stock, that's Nigerian stock and all of that, so let alone some international stocks. Come in, I just want to show something here. Where are we? Yada, yada, yada. Okay, sorry. So just to show you, if they tell you stock could grow like this, I'm sure you will never believe. Let me just show you some stocks. So we want to ask me here, Felix, is there anything productive in stock? Yeah, you may not understand that inside this class. So just about general information you will be getting. Yeah, so go here. Where are you? Good. Now look at some stocks in this international stock performance, right? Imagine stocks in 1 year, right? Revenue growth of some stock in 1 year. Look at it just like this one, like a crypto. Therapeutics. This is a pharmaceutical industry. Now growing at, look at it, sorry, I'll just show you something. Okay, look at this cycle. That's about 2,136% growth. Now, isn't that amazing? That's crazy. That's crazy. So most time when we tell people about stock, people do not understand. And they say, no, I can't buy into stock and all of that. So, but it's just because you do not understand how stocks works. And that's why, and just like the same thing, there are a lot of people now, we tell them about crypto, they tell you crypto is a scam just because you invested with scam people who promise you heaven on earth. And the truth of the matter is this. Now, most of those people, but okay, yeah, Facebook, I wanted this guy to cover this gap. That was so much, right? So can see Facebook had done all-time high about $325, which I expected, look at my area of interest there. And of course, let's go to 4 hours now for Facebook. So you can see this gap. You just need to cover back to $293. Yeah, so you just need to come back to $293. So maybe in the next few weeks, I expect Facebook to come down to that average price. But if you look at it, let's look at daily. Look at what Facebook have done, for instance. This is stock, not crypto. So imagine, imagine this is Facebook. So you do not need to give your money to funny people who have been making, ridiculing you. Yeah, so this is February this year, 2023, February 2023. The stock was at $168. Okay. So let's go to the January this year. That's what I tell people. There's so much money on the air. It's just that some of us are too arrogant. We know too much. We don't want to pay attention to learning. And then we don't want to suffer a little. So this is November last year. That was the bottom out anyway. So imagine the bottom out of November last year. That's about $87 a stock. $87 a stock. November last year. Now we're not yet in November this year. We're not yet in November this year. And of course, yet you have seen a kind of growth, not up to 1 year, and you're having about 265% growth. For me, I don't know what treasury or treasury bill you will invest into. I will have amounted this. I'm just showing us what we do in Plan B. So it's just beyond just talking. We take action and we help people to make money, right? As much as possible. Somebody was typing something. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I was talking about the Nigeria stocks, right? So I was talking about stock. First of all, I talk about new on the price, and I talk about Facebook just now. So Facebook, look at it last year, from last year, November, and this type of trade from sometime in the stock, look at the entry point, for instance, was the bottom out last year. And since last year, it claimed the uptrend. It has been uptrend. It claimed the up as at, let's look at it. That was December. So it has been up since December 2022 up until now. It has been consistently up. Of course, it was up and down and all of that. So, but it has been a bullish market. Now you can see it hit here again. Maybe to confirm this, will be clamped down to that $293 I talked about. And the journey probably will continue, very, very possible, because part of the stock I listed to private mentorship group or something, talked about the AI and new technology stock that could push more as we enter new innovations and dimension of the market. Okay, so this is stock, for instance. This is stock, and good number of people ask, oh, what are you talking about? And then we could see the massive move in stock. So if stock could take a dimension like this, so how much more, the crypto market, as it were. Okay, so I've just shown you about stock, right? This is Facebook, right? And you could see what Facebook have done. Very quickly, let me just open another thing. Sorry about that. Okay. So what update I wanted to pull up? Okay. Okay, last 2 weeks I was mentioning about ULS like as a coin. Okay, yeah. If you like, you can write the name of these coins now. Okay, we've mentioned so many coins that I thought these guys may still do well eventually. Number one is like OP, that's Optimum, because of the new hybrid into stuff around Optimum. Okay, I'm sure we bought Optimum in our community. That's the paid forum, about $1.4, if I'm not mistaken. You can see Optimum is still pushing harder. I'm not going to be surprised. Once able to get back to about $3 or time it was before, that may be a little bit phenomenal over time. But if Bitcoin could crash down, then I could see Optimum returning back to 1.5 or even back to that 1.4. And if the seriousness of Bitcoin pullback is not too much, then I could see Optimum come back to 1.597 or just a 1.6 thereabout, and then you can add more. So, well, this is not a financial advice, but just tell you that some coins, Uni token is another coin that, of course, been a while, it has not really done a lot of performances, but I think the narrative of DEX and all of those things could happen. So if we couldn't make it up here, maybe returning back down to $5, you probably want to buy a Uni token. But of course, for a long time, you probably want to just buy now, hold, and what will happen. Even though if you come down to $5.01 or $4.8, so buy additionally, it's not a bad deal and all of that. That's Uni token. A whole lot of low gems, but I may not have time to start explaining them here. Of course, Shiba, we talked about Shiba. I told us Shiba, of course, those of us who are on paid group, funny enough, some people on private mentorship, even when the video was sent, only a few people watched it. And so that's the level of priority sometimes we place on things. And so Shiba have done a very nice job. And of course, I'm not going to be surprised to see return back to that 8 or basement again, but of course, it's likely to be here. So you may want to wait for Shiba. And then if you regain its strength here, you add more. If it does not, you have to wait for it to take another route down. Lastly, another coin I want to mention, I'm not recommending, I'm just mentioning them that there are coins that are I've actually looked at, and of course, if anybody have been in Plan B should know that we have all of those coins we have mentioned. It just that another impression I had to correct with people sometime for the fact that we have had some coins we've had before, and I do mention them now. So it's just for you to now, maybe you have money. Of course, you want to grow your money. Here's another coin I was actually looking at. There's so much hype around this coin, Relio network, right? So if you check it, Relio network. So there's so much hype around it. It's there on OKEX, and right there on OKEX, Relio chart. Both OKEX. I wanted to use OKEX. Where's OKEX? Thank you. OKEX, you're not here. So let me just use Poloniex. I don't know how much volume you can pull out from Poloniex. So it's not a coin that have really got that momentum, but that should be a coin of over 2 years now, or 3 years. So a coin of 2023, 2020 or thereabout. And of course, well, who knows? So I probably want to wait to see if I can buy more at about 19 cents or 20 cents before the journey continue again, or maybe let it flip down to about 16 cents. But buying at 20, 19, 18, 20, 21 cents is not a bad deal, should in case when it take up. Yeah, who knows? Because there's so much narrative and hypes they're creating around this token now that may really do some things. So you can see the token is, so like I said, look at it, 3 years ago, all-time high was $5. So now it's about 21 cents or thereabout. So all-time low was about 10 months ago, that was October last year, to about 1 cent, 3 penny. And so that means it's at 1,500% growth right now. But if you check all, see what it has done so far for SPOM, got it. So he had leverage on the first, he has enjoyed a little of the bull run. That is the first one he did. And so, of course, take another attempt. And so, who knows? You may be lucky if you buy some of it and then you pump, why not? So you may, no amount of money is too small for you to buy a coin. That's one of the lovely things you need to understand. So you probably want to buy. So I mentioned about OP, Uni, SHIB, Rio, yeah, and then, so I think that should be enough. Yeah, because, okay, then another thing I would show us that some of us, I was doing experimentation on XCAD. There's difference between XDC and XCAD. So XCAD, look at XCAD. That's XCAD network. It's about talking about revolutionizing what we call watch to earn. That's you watch YouTube videos, right? And you get paid in Play token. So look at Play. Yeah, this is Play. XCAD network Play token. Wow. Okay. Okay. So you get paid in this token. Of course, the token is already listed on Gate.io. Okay. BYBIT, Bitmart, Biget, and all of that. So you probably want to, all you do is to download the wallet and go to be on your Chrome extension or your Play Store, and then you go ahead. So, but this, you will need a code. So you need a code, so you have to chat up with me. If you're in our group, you need a code, and you need about average of, if you want to buy, look at it. Okay, the lowest you can buy is what average of 0.7 something, which is basic, 0.72 BNB, costing you, let's say, average of 180 something to, let's say, $200. And then you have to buy. Then, so basic, the highest is legendary. Legendary should cost you about $7,900 thereabout, or let's say 8,000. That's about 33.75 BNB. So you have to, for you to have access to this place when you download, you need to click on a member or area or play area or something, play area. And so we will need a code. So you can ask me the code, and I will generate the code and send to you. and then you can now access it. So what you want to do, first of all, do is to deposit BNB, right? And then come back to click on play, here, and then follow suit on the process of buying the NFT, and it asks you calculate and all of that. So what to do basically here is that you want to watch, for instance, you want to watch, in my own case, this NFT that was minted is on tech. Look at this specialty. So you want to go back to check on a specialty and then pick, some will be educational, and then you click on any video, right? So you click on video to watch. Yeah. So, there are styles to understanding how to get this thing done and then make it more simpler for yourself so that you don't need to. So let me look at it. And this girl give me, maybe just 10-15 minutes watch time. All right. So that's watch to end. Crazy things are happening. You know, we have the, that is trek to end. Is it trek or something?
Thursday, everybody. We are back. It's Thursday, right? Yeah, it's Thursday. I had to think about that for a second. We are back for another episode of Meg's Memo. Here we talk the latest in crypto, NFTs, and everything in Web3. Guys, I hope everybody is doing great, having a great week. I'm not gonna lie, things in crypto are a little bit effing boring right now. So, normal ups and downs of the market, but it's really pretty quiet. But we do have a few things to cover, so hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so that you never miss a video.
Right? And then after you have watched.
Now, if you guys are not already in the Gold Squad Discord, make sure you come and join us over there.
So I'm just showing you an example, and that's what you see has been gathering here, And if I like, I can swap it. Okay, I can swap it if I like. When I claim it, I can swap it. So maybe so it showed me watch. I need to still watch 2 more so that so if I like, I can swap. Okay, yeah. Just go here. Sorry about that. Okay, look at swap. So assuming I want to swap XDD or I want to swap play, can look for play. Look at this is play. Okay, and I want to swap play to BNB, so I can swap anything and all of that. So you watch to make making money watching, depending on what you want of your NFT, you can make $5, $10, $20 or $3 every day, watching your NFT keep producing for you. So now we bought the token already, XCAD, in our ecosystem, XCAD, this is XCAD, SCAD. Okay, and I think I did mention this coin some time ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago. Oh, $1.4 XCAD. So bought some, and so you can see what XCAD has done now. Yeah, it has done all-time high before. That's about a year ago, about $9. Now it's about $1.8. So people have bought things 30 days ago. So it has done about $80 in just 30 days, right? So that for some projects. And so another thing, some of you were mentioning ULX to some of us, and of course, some persons may not really pay attention. So go here, I'm coming, so over here. Okay, so we're telling people to, let me just show you guys one testimonial, which was very nice for me. Because when people come to Plan B, we tell them diversify, spread your tentacle. And we tell people there's no amount of money that's too small for you to start business on an ecosystem. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is our project that's ongoing for community trading for our currency markets and the crypto market. That's people want to trade future. So we're doing community trading. Okay, let's go ahead. All right, so just show you. So I do not see reason why you are in Plan B and Ponzi scheme people will still be duping you, I don't think it makes sense when we have too much places to put money, too many places to put in money, and yet funny scheme, Ponzi promoters are still collecting our money. I don't think it makes sense. For me, it does not make sense. It's not connecting at all. Okay, so let me quickly share with us, like, this is ULX. Okay, okay, before that, let me stop sharing from here. Okay, let me just, now, this is ULX. I did this example last week, and then I remember it was a few days ago, right? That it was a few days ago that I shared with people that this experiment was done a few months, not up to a year, that's maybe around 6 months or so. And $50 was invested into this farming. And now, so as I last week when I checked and I saw that, oh, it has done $8 something. So yesterday or 3 days ago, I just looked at it that, okay, because of the price growth of ULX, the accrual alone has done $90. And then the capital base that was $50 has already done, was already 102. And later, as at that day for yesterday or 3 days, 4 days ago, saw that the capital base was $110 and the accrual was $90. So I just compounded as harvested and recompound. So that makes the total money now, what was invested was $50. So total growth now is now $202. So from that yesterday, yeah, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday or 2 days back. So that means in 2 days already, this account has done like about 62 cents or thereabout. That means the average of 30 cents, per day. I'm just doing this for you as, for example, and how we maximize this. Now, but guess what? Guess what happened? This is just one aspect. Now, this platform, of course, have platform for where people are doing network marketing. Okay. Oh, sorry, yeah. Okay, so we have where they're doing network marketing, but we don't do much of that, right? So we want people to make money. Yeah, not that network marketing is bad, but we want people to make money irrespective of the nature of your job or the type of persons and all of that. Not everyone we probably have energy to market people, here and there. Okay, so now look at it. Outside that, look at one thing that, okay, I think is doing some correction. Now, look at what we've been doing. Look at what we've been doing. The all-time high of this token was about 13 cents, which was last year, if I'm not mistaken. Let me quickly go by daily time frame. Yeah, daily time frame. Thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay. So let's go there. Can you see? So it was about 13 cents all-time high last year. And we've been on it, okay? You can see my Feb last year. And look at it. Look at it, fell off here. Now, see what really happened. Most of us who have been in Plan B, we get in at about 2 cents. Majority of them got in at about 2 cents, 8 penny, I must tell you. Now, so imagine at about 2 cents, and you kept in, I'm just doing an experiment, right? That last year, about 2 cents, so on the average. So imagine $1,000 divided by 0.028, that's 2 cents, 8 penny. That's about 35,714 pieces of ULX. Now, presently, it's about 11 cents, 83 penny. So multiply by 0.118. So that's about $4,214. That is just that you bought and held Yeah. Now, but because people kept the farming, we did the analysis that the least anyone had done was at about 3x minimum, and which means this one now, if it's 3x minimum, that's about 3,000 additional to 1,000. It's going to be capital base of about 4,000. And look at what you're seeing now, $4,214 as the capital base. Now, the accruer on the average, right? The accruer on the average will have done minimum of about $3,000 or let's say $2,500. Now, see what happened. While we're doing the farming of this same coin, we're still doing swing trading. Look at it. We bought and sold and waited for it. I basically bought and I sold at that 13 cents because I saw that was the all-time high. I knew it was going to be drifting down. And then I bought back at about 5 cents, 9 penny or thereabout, and we rolled it back again. So from this year, we rolled it like 3 times. This one that is going now is making the 4th time, and I've not closed some of the trade because I saw the dimension at which it was going. Now, I'm just doing all of this for people to know that you can be wealthy in crypto without doing Ponzi scheme. So you can be wealthy in crypto without doing Ponzi scheme, without running around using, robbing Peter to pay Paul, as many people do. So that's one aspect of. So now look at the community trading we've just started. So I'm going to show us now. We started the community trading. And what do we do basically in the community trading? Number one, understand that we're using 2 major brokers. The main broker for us is the Admiral. So Admirals is the major broker for us, okay? Now, and I'll tell you why you need Admiral. I will tell you why you need Admiral. Number one, the broker is very, very highly regulated and tightly regulated, number one. Number two, you can, we have a tool now, okay? We have a tool now called real-time live signal. I'm going to show it to us now for forex trader. So if you're a forex trader and you are not yet on our Admiral platform to connect with that real lifetime trader, well, you're missing a lot, seriously. I must tell you, you're missing so much things I can tell you for free. A lot of things you're missing. You miss so much, right? So now the Admiral, we have a real lifetime signal that you can connect, and then it give you very nice signal by yourself. So you generate and be looking, use it to trade. So if you're a forex trader, you have been blowing your account, you have not been productive in your trading, well, I don't think you need to look further, seriously. So why we're doing community trading is this. We want people to make money. And we know people have lost so much money, even some platform that we brought into Plan B, just like how people should generate money. So it's better, since the gospel we preach in Plan B is Operation Do It Yourself. But we want to create a soft landing for everybody. And for that, we started last week. And I'm sure some people have very wonderful experience. Of course, some people are still struggling to gain their balances, whichever way. But the truth of the matter is that how does it actually work? Number one, you're going to need to register on Admiral, verify your account, and you can subscribe for the real-time signal. Number two, you're going to need, so some of you complain, I do not have money and all of that. That's why we have to partner with TENTRADE, which is a funded broker. So it's a funded broker. So with minimum $100, you can get account funded of $3,000. Now, so with $300, you can get funded account of $10,000. So for real, yeah. So, but what we now have to add to our people is that you have to be very gentle and be gradual. We say slow is fast and fast is slow. With that, you can follow the broker and now trade on that account, but we have to monitor you to be conscious. And then you make profit, you can withdraw 70% of the profit you make, and then the broker take 30% of that. So there's instant funding, there's evaluation. For me and for our community, what we recommended is instant. So that means you can take $100 to be part of that. So, and then you have $3,000 account funded. Then minimum you have to put in your Admirals for us to add it to our community trading platform is the grace is still there for $100. But trust me, I'm sure Dean of Forex will not be surprised what decision I've said we're going to take. After this week trading week, from next week, the minimum we want in your account is $300. I know I'm saying that. The minimum we want in your account, that is for community C, that is plan B crypto community trading, that is group C. Group C is the lowest. So we're going to be having group B very soon. So prepare yourself, do well so that it can be on B. Then group A, of course, is going to be a subscribe-based currency, crypto, and then stock trading platform. If you are not subscribed, or how much, we will decide that over time, and it's not for everybody. And of course, there will minimum equity may be around $1,000 in your Admiral, and then your TENTRADE, of course, may be minimum of $10,000. That means $300 to buy 10,000 funded account, and so other conditions may be applied. So, but for now, you still are privileged, and then we'll say, okay, we're using COINW to trade a future account, and then that minimum you should keep there is about $100. So, of course, all of those things are going to be upgraded over time. So, what's the bombshell? Outside all of this, right? We don't expect our people, when you make money, we want to now help you to diversify into buying some low gem cryptos. Just quickly do something. Low gem cryptos, and at the same time, some good stock. And some people never knew that even international, both local stock is still productive. So when I tell some persons about the Nigerian stock, people like, are you crazy? What are you talking about? Nigerian stock? How can I be trading Nigerian stock? What is there? There's nothing there. Of course, I can still put to you that what you do not know is your elder brother. So, but Nigerian stock will still make a lot of money there. It's just that if you don't have the right community, you will not get the right information. And of course, if you don't have the right mentor, you will have method, and of course, you'll be void of result. That's the truth. So I still trade local stock, like some of my broker I was using many years back. I just went back to, wow. That means the local stock index last week was big. Wow. CNN must report to us. CNN have a case here. CNN have to tell us why he didn't tell us the boom of the index, because what I was monitoring the index for the past, this was about 3-point-something billion, 4-point-something billion. Now I'm seeing about 6.07 billion. That was crazy. That was crazy. So we're going to enter another week to trade and all of that. So a lot of people still do not know that. Come on, where are you? Okay. So you're maybe looking at, okay, oh, sorry, this is not what I was looking for. So I'm just summarizing everything for us. So I do a lot of things. So you can ask in Plan B, what we do is broader than what you think. We put the global financial market in your finger, where you can just eat food with it and be fine. And let me just give you guys a spoon. Don't think the world economy is going to get better for families. Governments of different countries are confused on what to do. So the best you can do to yourself now is to equip yourself with the right knowledge, click to the right community, get the right information ahead of time, and better your life. I can tell you for free, right? So you don't do that, sorry, it's your case. So we have traded a lot of even the local stock, for instance. I expect First Bank to retrace very well for me to buy more. Let me see the, okay, First Bank, yeah, okay, so about 18 naira. So let me look at about 16.5 naira for, First Bank. If you can retrace that, that will make a lot of sense. So it got to about 22 naira. So I'm expecting that about 16 naira plus. And if you couldn't make it there, then we're looking at about 13.55 or back to 12 naira. If you back to 12 naira, that makes a lot of sense. So let's look at GTB, 1 to 38 naira. So but I'm looking at maybe 34, 33 naira or so. So let me look at GTCO. Right, so GTCO, so where are you? Wow, okay, yeah, so let's say about 33.8 naira, you can come. But if you break out over here, then the journey may still continue. You can imagine as at May 3rd, it was 22.4 naira. So 22 for 4 naira. So somebody will tell me nothing is in Nigerian stock. So let's say you bought at 23 naira. And so you use, let's say, just 5 million naira. You know, Nigerian currency, naira doesn't. So if you're a millionaire in naira, you're a glorified poor man. So you have 5 million naira. Is this 5 million? Yeah, this is 5 million naira. And you bought at, let's say, 23 naira. So divide by 23 naira. So that means you're able to buy about, how many? 217,391 stock of First Bank. And it went to all-time high 22 naira. So what am I talking about? Okay, this is GTCO. It went to 38 naira. Yeah, 38 naira. So let's say you actually sold at 35 naira, multiplied by 35. Oh, okay. Yeah, 32 naira. So let's say that's about 6.9 million naira. So, so let's look at it here. This was when 23 naira. So let's just say 23 naira. This was May 3rd till when? July 31st. May 3rd to June 3rd, June 3rd to July 3rd. So let's just say 3 months. 3 months. And then there you go, 5 million naira. Right? Or let's do 500,000 naira. So some that think, okay, because I don't have big money. So 500,000 naira divide by 23 naira. So you got 21,739 units of GTB stock. Now times 38 naira or 37 naira. So 37 naira. That's about 800,000 naira. So 800,000 naira, take away your 500,000. So with charges and all of that, so you have 300,000 naira as profit in 3 months or 500,000 naira investment. So you can see now when I tell you, you do not need to waste your money into Ponzi scheme, but this is where you are. People were coming and lying to people about how they can make so much money on QZ management and all of those things. People were wasting their money. So that is talk. So let me quickly go because I need to go back and plan for my new week for the currency market. So what you now need, I was talking about a tool. So let me quickly share the screen with you about a tool where you need to add to your trading. This is this. This tool is crazy, guys. And guess what? We removed the cap last week, but maybe this week we may have to create an extension for a lot of people because I could see a good number of people start. Their account was not verified last week, and they were putting a lot of things to get money so that to activate their account on Admirals and all of that. So this tool, I may actually not give you the what it costs is actually $500, but for a lifetime. So, but because we did our meeting in last 2 weeks, and then for Plan B community, we subsidize it. How much do we subsidize? You probably want to know. You can have to chat with anybody who is in Plan B, or come back to our office if you're in Port Harcourt tomorrow, and then make inquiry about that. Or you can chat, with us. You can go to Plan B, www.planbexpress.com, and then you can send message to support@planbexpress.com or contact planbexpress@planbexpress.com, and the message will be given to you. Also, if you are interested in the tool for you to know how much it costs, you can send a mail to let me type it on the chat box. You can send a mail, let me type it on the chat box. Okay, you can send a mail to Top Felix 2023 or 2030 rather, sorry, 2030 @gmail.com. You can type I'm interested in the tool. You can equally visit our portal website, planbexpress.com. Okay, so this tool is crazy. It's going to help you. I'm going to tell you, it's going to help you because you can see buying, right? So you can see buy, you can see sell. So see sell here, see buy here. Can show you another one. See gold, see buy, see sell. Right? This is UJ, see buy, see sell. Right? GBP. Right? See buy, see sell. Okay. Right? See this guy, Euro USD, of course, at the parabola. That was a very crazy move. Right? So see this guy to see buy. Right? Is this guy that have been struggling since last week. Of course, people scalp will have made some money because this was a very good move from here to here and all of that. So ladies and gentlemen, so what we're doing in Plan B is that we're doing community trading, which we started Tuesday last week. And then we do live. So this week we have said we may reduce to 2 days. That doesn't mean that people who are on the forum, so we have already Telegram, but you can't enter there unless you have met up with the condition. You must have opened an account in Admiral, verify and fund, and then register with TENTRADE, verified and fund. I remember we said with $100, you can get a kind of 3,000 funded account on TENTRADE, but of course we are taking it likely so that because there are conditions, if you hit a particular drawdown, your account is closed. So ladies and gentlemen, and that's all what you need to know tonight. And so it's been amazing. It's been amazing. So we don't want people, right? We don't want people to waste their money to Ponzi scheme. You know, a lot of them are there. So we can't stop Ponzi scheme. That's the truth. We cannot stop Ponzi scheme. We cannot stop Ponzi scheme. Anyone who tells you I can stop Ponzi scheme is not telling you the truth. We cannot stop Ponzi scheme. But this is the truth. We can help people who are ready to be helped. If you are not ready to help yourself, forget it. So please don't look at it this way. Okay, what am I going to do and all of that. You can do a whole lot of things. So you can see now, we make money here, we diversify here, right? And I still have, of course, go to Plan B Express, we have low gems forum. So where you have to subscribe for low gems, right? Buying some low, small coins, low cap coins and all of that. And then you can make a whole lot of money. So you do not need to have all the whole money in this world to be in Plan B. And I tell people to become millionaires, you don't need the whole money, but you need the right information and you need to be in the right community or right ecosystem to help yourself. I must tell us. So if you want to help yourself, you must wake up and tell yourself the hard truth. Stop patronizing Ponzi schemes. So look at this is planbexpress.com. You can see our office at number 49 Old Aba Road. So you can see send a message to the mail contact, right? Contact at planbexpress.com and message. You can download the app. It's on Play Store. You can click on it, download the app, navigate through, and there are a whole lot of things we'll be doing over time. So you may want to just stay and be part of the people on the community, right? To help yourself, right? So now, lastly, we're starting our hybrid course, which is going to be very phenomenal. And people who are lucky to be part of this course is going to be crazy because it's going to be combinations of the forex market and the crypto for people, then morning section for the forex, and then the evening section to be crypto. So perhaps you're interested in two, fine. If you're interested only in one, why not? So we have hybrided and it's very, very, very cheap. If you're still interested, you can send a mail to contact at planbexpress.com and then you'll be given update on how to go about it. So any inquiry you have, so you can just send to contact at planbexpress.com or topfelix2030 at gmail.com, and then all the necessary detail. Of course, you are here tonight, somebody must have invited you. So whoever that must have invited you, you need, that one is an easy access. You go back to the person to ask him, how do you go about it? But you can see, we don't go about like hyping people, come and buy into this project. No, we want people to be making money independently from the crypto space, from the currency market, from the stock as much as possible. So ladies and gentlemen, we are in play and we are not gamblers. We are not ready to gamble anybody's fund, but we're ready to show people who are ready to move forward. And that's just the basics, and that's what we want people to understand. There's so many Ponzi schemes everywhere today, too many everywhere. So, but what differentiates you is the ability for you to settle down and take it by yourself, and then you can get the best. Now, I need to add to it, some of you who sent mail to topfellas@2030@gmail.com, developers and the programmers complain of something. Some of you don't listen to instruction. What was the instruction? Number one, you need the real-time indicator. Number one, you need to have a laptop. Okay, you need to have a laptop. Understand this. You must have a laptop. Number two, you must register with Admiral, verify the account. Okay, because this indicator is customized with your Admiral account. Take note. So you must have Admiral account. So then you have to like send the mail, I'm interested to that topfellas2030@gmail.com. And once a mail is replied to you, right? A mail is replied to you and have the mail is going to carry both the softwares and instructions that you are going to use in installing it. So that means you have to log into your Admiral account on the website, right? Log into it and go to, I think Dean Forest will bring out a video we've done before, maybe tomorrow or next, then on how to go about installing and all of that. So you are not to send, and then when you are to send the message, the instruction, please, I beg everybody, when you are doing anything, always read the instruction. Instruction was that send your MT4 account the way it is on your Admiral, screenshot it, send the full name and all of that. Some of you went and said MT4 of different brokers. I may not be able to start mentioning brokers that some people send. Please adhere to simple instructions. All right. Do you have questions? If you have questions, please, you can quickly just put up your digital hands and then you'll be given opportunity to ask questions. So please quickly go ahead. If you have questions, let us see your digital hands, or you can type your chat on the chat of what your question is all about. Can you quickly do that? And so those of us who are already on the community trading, get prepared. This week is going to be very, very fantastic for us. So get set. And of course, please don't put too much lot size for your trade. I saw some of your trade last week. Some of you were fine. You made profit, but let trade and build wealth and not just to make money once, right? So we need to really be meticulous about our lot size so that we don't blow our account. And of course, the same thing when some of you who are going to be on the COINW, don't over leverage. I've told us, like me, there's a place I'm waiting for Bitcoin. If it can crash down, that will make a lot of sense. And then I will be able to enter long for Bitcoin and swing, ride it. So I like riding the market. Okay. So we're going to be doing a whole lot of things. So if you are in our ecosystem, you're already on that trading, community trading, don't hesitate. Get set. Okay, I have a question. Okay, so go ahead, ask your question. Somebody say I have a question. Can you type it, or I'll mute you and then you ask your question. Okay, person coming. Okay, Dino Forest will answer this your question. Dino Forest, somebody is asking question. You go to the chat box and respond. Where is Dino Forest? Okay, Dino Forest, please answer this person's question. Yeah, Dino Forest, can you unmute yourself?
All right, good evening, boss.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, house. Okay, okay, is there a group for community trading? Maybe this person is just coming. I don't know. Because if the person has actually been with us, at least the person should know. Then how will I help me with my ULS? I can't compound. No, I'm just coming. Okay, so the person is just coming. I think he has not been following up. All right. So there's actually a group, and I believe you must have registered and funded your account. So if you've registered and funded your account, Admiral and TENTRADE, at least you are qualified to be added to the group. So as soon as that is done, share with boss or share with me, let's confirm and you'll be added. The name is Taiwo Olubumi. Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So additionally, I want to beg everybody, especially those of us who are on plan B originally. Most of us have one culture. We don't prioritize our group information, both on the Telegram, on the WhatsApp, and that's what causes a lot of things for us. Like I've said, sometime when we do our training or update, I've developed a culture that I wouldn't bring it to the group again. If you cannot go to our YouTube to watch it, we're not going to bend down and dig the hole of a bush rat and again cook it and still bend down to eat it. It doesn't really make any sense. Informations are very surplusly available, and then it's for our own to prioritize, create time out of no time and take advantage of them. Okay, the person says to unmute him. I've unmuted you. You want to talk. And after now, I'm going to be inviting CNN may have 1-2 update for us. Yeah. Is the fellows team?
Mr. Taiwo, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. You can unmute now.
Yeah.
Okay, good evening.
Oh, sorry.
Good evening, sir.
Mama, now you ask this question, I will remove yourself.
Sir, I am busy, you are busy. I am sorry. You know, you understand my plight now. I am busy with schoolwork anyway. And sometimes I will read so many things that you are doing. I only have some time to quickly read through, but I don't have the time to take action. But now I have a little break. So, Motiwokwe, this time I will sit down and watch the 2 videos. But while I was opening my Admiral, I had a little challenge, but I was able to connect with one lady from Nigeria. So she's assisting me to upload because I registered with my Nigerian line. I discovered that I was blocked. Later, I now changed to UK. So now I'm through. I believe by tomorrow, the lady said by tomorrow I should be through. But that TENTRADE is what I don't know anything about it, sir. The TENTRADE that you just talk about now.
Okay, but I've been mentioning TENTRADE since, you are busy, but I always, number one, I've been mentioning on most of our training. Number two, I've always been updating links. At interval, I will send updated links for what everybody needed to do. Number three, I've always sent update notice for the community trading, because the community trading, we were announcing it before it was flagged off last week, Tuesday officially. And then we're telling people what they need to do. Compulsory, they need to have their Admiral account opened, and then they need to verify it, and they need to fund it minimum of $100. And I've said from next week, after this week trading, the minimum amount that should be in everybody's Admiral account should be $300. That's because we mean business and want to go far. And so we always send those updates and information and all of that. So maybe after now, I have to send you the link on TENTRADE. You register, verify it. It's a pro firm. And then we said, when we are using it to trade, when we generate income, we can now, when we see we have sustained a momentum, we can now offer much money to build much fund in our Admiral account so that our trade can now be a lot easier for us. So maybe after now, I have to give you some breakdown, and then you can run from there.
Okay, sir. And sir, sorry, sir. What about the CM trading? I have opened, I have funded.
Have you
I just
verified? And that's
yes.
why you need this community trading. So this community trading is this. Even when you have not attended the meeting, just for you to, because number one, before even we go live, we probably must have even shared, we probably must have even shared update of, asset or currency pairs that we are trading and all of that. Yeah. So that's why you need to be there, right? Look at it, for instance. So sometimes we'll have sent some things ahead. Then what the live meeting now does is that we will keep now interacting and explaining things and then work out things so that people will be able to know what to do part-time and all of that. So you can now make a particular account to say this one for my swing account, this one for my this. But everything you need to be loading any account you have, if you're on the community trading, you'll be able to have peers that we are trading. One of the lovely things about community trading, all of us together in the same boat is going to help us more, right? I think last week we have to even give assignment to the class for some group to do analysis on some peers and give us the condition or what decision we should make and all of that. I think in your own case, it's after now, I have to send you all of those breakdown. And you were talking about your ULS again. What do you mean compound ULS?
Yes, I have not been able to compound, sir. It's there. But I've been doing that very well before. But I don't know. Like the one that I have done before I left, when I came to UK, I have not been able to compound. What do I do?
You harvest first.
Yes, after I harvest, I will now want to turn it back. It will be telling me insufficient. Sometimes I will leave ULX there. I will leave some USDT back.
No, insufficient. Maybe you are doing maximum. Instead for you to remain small, I'm sure you were doing maximum. When you harvest, you should know that after you harvest, it's going to be a wrap ULX. It's going to be a wrap ULS. You first of all have to unwrap it by moving it to ULX itself. So you have to unwrap it first. So if you don't unwrap, then after you unwrap, then you will now maybe swap part of it to the USDT, right? So you now have to swap part of it to USDT. So let's say you have 500 ULS that was the accrual. So instead of saying, let me convert half, which is 250, you can convert just 200, and then to USDT. And then after you have done that, if you now want to, you now have to go to liquidity first and supply. Now, when you are supplying, you may not type 200 ULS, because if you type 200 ULS, the USD that is there may not be enough. So if you see that what to have surplus is ULS, then go and take the one that is used minimum. So let's say what is here is 100, let's say what is here is $70. So you type the $70. So, and maybe what you have here is about 650 or 700. So you will just take part of it. So I'm sure sometimes you may be clicking maximum, and then you will say this one is not sufficient, this one is sufficient. And then once you are done, before you now go to your farm, perhaps maybe you were missing some step. If not, it shouldn't be giving you any issue.
Okay, sir. I will still go back and try again, sir.
But I hope.
Thank you very much.
I hope you took the instruction of on stake. Remove the auto stake from your back office of Mavi since. Did you do that?
I have not done anything, sir. I did not.
But I gave instruction.
I did not.
It's been long. I told us remove the auto stake, and I said remove the auto stake from your Mavi, the one that in your Mavi, so that as maybe on weekly, depending on what's your package like, maybe on weekly or monthly, you can be withdrawing whatever accrue into the farming, or even withdraw it to the staking. That is the ULS scan or ULS scan. Why? Because here is flexible. Because if you look at it ordinarily, I'm sorry, there are some persons, most people who are talking much about Mavi are people who are networkers who just want to make some referral bonus. But some of we are not into that. So what we want is, because when I've checked it, yeah, it's not as if it's bad, but okay, instead of compounding, auto, the stake there that, if you look at it, it's more or less like a fixed time thing. Because if they say, okay, the first 1 year, I'm sure they say by November, September, that's next month, that first batch, they say they will release to us. It did 30-something% will be released and all of that, which I'm still combining some permutation to see what do we do. If it's going to have a big impact, maybe there are most people that will sell off. We may
sell off, yeah.
So we may now have to unstake. So in that, imagine if you have removed the auto stake since, and then you have been withdrawing and putting the farming. If we check the sentiment, because there are sentiment I have to check towards that September. If I observe that majority of people who have the stake, they are not people who whatever, and there's no bonding mechanism and all of that, we may have to now unstake all our farming and the staking in the decentralized wallet and convert to USDT and wait, because the people will bring to the market and pour it and the price will crash down. So we'll now buy back now before it now rise and begin to have another cycle, as it were. All of these things are strategy that you maximize. Before you know, you will have done, because for instance, I'm sure if in the farming, those of us who have been compounding, there's no how now that we have not done minimum 5x since that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's interesting, that farming.
It's very, very. And I can tell you for free that majority of people who are on the Mavi ecosystem that are doing the network marketing and all, they don't even know it. Some of them don't appreciate it because, number one, since if somebody is farming, they are not going to pay them referral bonus. So they won't talk about it like that. So, but what we are looking for is how to leverage on platform, make enough money that even time we come, we can even forget one aspect of that. Even if the market crash, we will now be able to say, okay, because if we start a project with, let's say, $5,000, for instance, and we have divided into 2 or 3, and at the end of the day, one aspect have given us like 3, 4, 5x that have been more than the whole money we spent. So even the other one has not come out, we won't feel it. Then we'll keep doing over time. And then when that one now happens, people who do not diversify like us will have wasted their own, and then we will still be king. And then they don't know what we are doing and all of that. So you have to log into your Mavi and then remove that auto stake.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
They will
Thank
tell you that
very much, sir.
you're about to lose something. Don't bother, just remove the auto stake. I'm sure not everybody, not every community remove their own auto stake, because most of them they hear only one side information, but we are looking at the two sides of the coin. That's the truth.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you, sir.
God bless you. Yes. Say that. Oh, bless you, sir. You are mute, Ed, and can you talk to us?
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Good evening. Happy Sunday to every one of us.
Amen, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you for the opportunities once again.
Yes,
so let me quickly update for some people that they are interested in buying share.
Yes, sir.
So please, a lot of people have been sending me the KYC.
Okay, sir.
And they are not putting the NEPA bill. Please, if you have been sending KYC to me by filling the form, please make sure that you attach your NEPA bill into it, so I can easily get your CSS generate for you. And some people bought share too, which I was trying to contact them on Friday, but I could not. Please, if you're on this call, you send money for share, about I think about 5 people like that. So please, you can contact me to get your CSS statement tomorrow. So some group of people also, their CSS account is out, but they have their existing shareholder before now. So if you are the type that you have share before now, please, I will advise you to submit those share with Plan B office. and sign those two forms. I've sent to all of you the form. So you can print the form out or you obtain one from the Plan B office. So you sign it and drop it with the CEO there. So the form will reach me. So what we are trying to do is to gather the whole form. So it will not be maybe we are sending it one after the other. One immediately you fill. So we want to send everything together so we can process it for you. So I think the last one is from about capital market.
Yes,
Some people, they did not have their share detail again, but they are doing global search. I think that about 2 persons.
okay.
I've done that tomorrow morning. I think that I will send to Plan B because I was trying to call the man too. He's not picking call. So I will send to him. So I think that they can contact you too. So the person I've done the global search for him. I think that he's having some share in his account too. So I'll make that one available. So that is about capital market. And I told us that please try to be putting some little money in your savings account.
Yes.
When NNPC is out, please, you don't miss out. When the NNPC share is out, I can bet with you, it may not spend up to a week.
Mm.
And that a week, you know, a lot of people that have the fund,
Yes,
they will get it before you. So please, first start that you take the action is better for you. So make sure you save some little money to your account. So about the RTS, I've sent some message to you, sir, about the RTS. Send some message to your WhatsApp. So we want our people to look into that message and take action before Tuesday. So also, we talk about expert advisor.
yes, sir.
And I discovered that from during the presentation in PH, and I observed that a lot of us, we are not looking into that area. So expert advisor is different from the RTS, which is the indicator to tell you where to buy and sell. That one is different. But the expert advisor will trade for you free and you are not doing anything with it. You are not struggling with that one. So I think that one is also better for us. When you are managing your account with your indicator, at least you should also have that one to be generating money for you without you being doing anything. I can assure you that that one is even working perfectly. When we came to Port Harcourt, I installed that thing into one account, just $1,000 account. I think that account have generated close to about 6 to 7%. I think that we left Port Harcourt now last 2 weeks ago. I generated 6 to 8% right now. And when I was in Kano, I put in one account also. That account, $1,000, it has generated close to about 6% now.
Wow.
So the expert advisor that we are not looking into is more important to what we are doing in the forex industry and even into crypto industry. Because it trade crypto, it trade any instrument. So that one will help us. The money to subscribe for a year may be cost, but it will help you to generate wealth as fast as possible to make it. So that one is very important. Let's look into that so we can have something to show financially before the end of this year. So I think that is the little information about the CMO of Admiral. So I called one of their reps, so also, which is from other country. So to just make sure to know whether all the form I've sent to them, they are filling it or not. So I just want to know. So, but the response was so good and fantastic. The response I'm hearing for them. So Admiral is coming, and they are doing a lot of strategy in place to make the market friendly to everybody. So I believe if Admiral should come and obtain the CMO, everybody will like the capital market very, very well, because on the go, you can buy any stock by yourself and make sure that you keep it to yourself without even contacting even any of the Admiral staff at all. You don't need to contact them. So also the last one that has some people to buy MTN share. If you don't have MTN share, please do. Please do. You know, MTN share, they've declared 5.6 kobo again. meaning that this year only, they've declared 15.6 kobo on, that is for this year only. Imagine that. So meaning that if you have, let's say 1 million, you have in a year now, you have 6.6%, which bank cannot give you.
It's not possible.
And that is Ajemonu. That is the way Yoruba used to call it, Ajemonu. Your unit of the share is still there. So if you don't have the M10 share, by next year, you also be here, maybe they are declared 20 naira per share.
Yes.
And your unit of the share is still there. So please, and I've told us, share is very easy to buy. You can buy as low as even 50 naira.
Yes.
100 naira. M10 share per one is 280 now. You can send 280. I buy 1 unit for you. If you are sending it on daily basis, you are getting one unit of M10. If that is your level of financial constraint, why not? Can get it. So M10 share is very, very important. Number 2, federal government just signed MSME with Wema Bank. Look at that. Just take a look at the Wema Bank. If you don't have, you can obtain small from Wema Bank. Federal government just signed a kind of agreement with them. So federal government is appointing the Wema Bank to look into the area of MSME. So meaning that stock that you are seeing very low today, by the end of this year, you may see it up.
Yes.
So you can also look into that too and make a living. Nigeria breweries also, they've increased all their products, and we are going to the dry season now.
Yes,
a lot of people will take their drink very well. So you can also look into that. And there is one company called International Breweries. So you can also look into that. International Breweries also, they have a very good result. International Breweries, they have a very good result. And their price is very low. It's around 3 or 4 naira now. So imagine you have 4,000 naira, you just buy 1,000 unit. Or you can buy about 10,000 unit. And maybe at the end of the year or the middle of the year for their report, the price is now 10 naira. So you know what you have already, and you are collecting your dividends, and you are building your wealth. So there is a lot to make in this industry, and our boss have said a lot. And if you are not making money, it simply means that you are wrong. So if you are, because I've joined this meeting now from beginning now, I can see different stream of income they've counted down, and a lot of people are making money for me. Like me, I know they like to hear that word clearly. I like the one just show, do. I don't want to hear explanation. I buy, and it's working for me.
Yes.
Look at when the Utron came down.
Yes, sir.
Utron came down. Everybody was looking at it. I was just keep buying. So I can tell you on this call that only Utron, my children, they are in holiday now.
Yes,
I've called their school now. They should send their account number to me to pay for 1 year only on Utron. So this thing is very easy when you master the industry very well. So it's very, very easy. Only Utron now I've settled my children before I can pay any school fees now till 2024 September again. That one I've settled it. So please, they've counted a lot of the platform where you can make money, but it may not sound well because it is not an MLM or a scam product. Maybe that is why it's not sounding well to a lot of people. But there is a lot to be made. Look at in Forex. In Forex, you are making, let's say, for instance, $13 per day.
Yes,
multiply it times 5. That's $50 in a month. You know how much that one? Because we are in the era of dollar increase now.
Yes, sir.
Dollar is increasing $8.90 now. Before you know, dollar will go to $1,000. So meaning that if you have $1,000, you are a millionaire already. So it's very easy. Don't put your money in error. Just make sure you are just following the instruction of doing it by yourself, and you are making move and you are making the money. So we appreciate you, Apostle Felix. You are doing a very good job to every one of us in the community that we cannot. What Mr. Felix is doing, if you come to the arena of the stock market, doing Zoom meeting for 2 hours, 3 hours, free of charge. Yeah. There's a program that I organized for Nigeria Stock Exchange. Just know how to buy commodity from the rural area. 250,000.
Okay.
250,000. That's the amount they pay. Just to know how to buy share commodity. All those agbado for rural area in Lagos Commodity and Future Exchange. And before you come, 250,000 naira has entered the bank. We sit down with the shock burger in the Zoom meeting. So this thing, information you are receiving free of charge, someone has paid for it. There is nothing of value that is free. You can say that it's free. It's not free. Mr. Bellis has paid for it. You don't see pay physical money. He has paid energy. He has paid for time. He has paid for it. He has paid for everything. There is nothing free. Don't let anybody deceive you. Nothing is free. So we want to thank you. We want to appreciate you. We pray God Almighty continue to strengthen you and empower you and preserve you and your family. In Jesus' name. Thank you very much, sir. That's a little update for my own side.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm sure a word should be enough for a while. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. And so please pay rapt attention if you're on our forum, on WhatsApp, on Telegram. Go to my YouTube channel. Read, information are there. We do a lot of things. You're in Port Harcourt, step into the office, ask questions. What we want to kill is Ponzi scheme. People are so much interested in Ponzi scheme. Once you are not saying, okay, we put investment here, is there any investment anywhere that you are not the one in charge of? So what did they do? Say, we'll pay you this, pay you that. So let's desist from those things and then let's forge ahead to help our generation. We see some persons now, we saw some video, I'm sure we saw on our WhatsApp yesterday, how some people have led some people to Ponzi scheme. You know the way the economy of Nigeria is now. Some people have led some people to Ponzi scheme. They went to their house, killed them, because you can't keep doing that. And either you are not the one that owns the company, but every time you are the one that brings this Ponzi, people are losing money here and there. They look for. There's another one they showed. The guy have run away. It's only the wife and the innocent child. The children are there. Okay, those people, they can carry any of the children and carry them go. Then so let's just help ourselves. Thank you very much, everyone. Do have a nice rest.